everybody. Welcome to Chit Chat number 21. This is our speakeasy. And what else?
Well, speakeasy. Did you guys have a secret word to get in here? I don't remember anybody knocking and saying any secret word to get into the speakeasies.
Lawn.
Lawn?
Oh, yeah. And
No.
defibrillators.
HOA fees.
Defibrillator.
Grass.
Yes.
Grass.
Yes, grass.
Defibrillator.
Where's
Okay.
Why does
Where's
it always
the
go
grass?
back to the what do
Okay.
you call the LVW board and everything else?
all right?
All right.
Wait a minute.
So, okay,
Well,
we're gonna
got
get
it.
started.
I got the chit.
Let's.
Chit. Oh.
Chat.
Yay!
And as
So Barbara's
usual,
gonna- okay.
I'm still the same person. Barbara, the Italian.
Robin the Jew.
And Donna the Irish need not apply.
Yeah, I always say we should.
And as you can see, why I can't get a job.
Well, we don't know about
She's
that
too
one.
slutty.
You're in the speakeasy.
They said I'm nuts. That's why.
You're nuts?
Okay, what do you think, girls?
All
Number
right.
21 episode, and here we go.
Cheers. Cheers.
Ching,
And
ching.
everybody remember, bring your cocktails. Alrighty?
Yeah, because we don't share. We don't share.
I share. I have some wine here if somebody wants, but it's out of a Gatorade bottle.
I have a little espresso martini, but
I don't
it's up to
share.
you guys. Just sneak around, crawl on the floor so nobody sees you, and grab a cup.
Yep.
And make sure the cops don't come in.
Can't have. I'm not sharing.
She's such a bitch.
Who's the bitch?
Donna, she doesn't share.
I'm not sharing.
No, she'll share with me though.
All right, so let's get
That's what
going
you
here.
said.
All
Well, let's
right.
move along, okay?
Yeah.
The first one, Donna.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
First one is prohibition.
This is the way Barbara smells.
Smells. Wait a minute.
Listen,
I took a shower.
Prohibition.
Pronounce it.
Prohibition.
I missed the H. Did I miss
No,
the H?
you missed everything. There's none of that.
It just starts with a P.
Hey, but everybody knew what it meant.
No, they didn't. I had to tell them, Barbara.
Nobody else has a sheet.
Barbara. there's
Nobody
an
else
H.
has a sheet.
I know that.
It's okay, girls. You can't spell.
The PR is the only two letters that belong.
So it's pro.
No O?
No.
How do you spell it?
Prohibition.
H-I.
Oh, that's what I got. I just mixed the H.
No, there's no S-I-O-N.
She's very bad with spelling. With
Hey,
what?
what's behind me?
Oh, here. P-R-O-H-I-B-I-T-I-O-N.
Oh, it's a B, not a P. Okay.
And there's no N on the
And
end.
no N? Oh, well.
Oh, there is.
There is an N at the
Yes,
end.
there is.
All right, see, so I missed a B and an H.
Nah, there's
No,
no I in there. There's no. All right.
She's
whatever.
bad at grammar. She's
All
bad
right.
at spelling.
All right, so let's.
But I'm cute,
But we forgive her.
and I'm Italian.
Okay, so.
She's Italian.
Okay, so talk.
Talk.
Talk. Everybody talk. All right, so prohibition. Everybody knows what prohibition was, right?
So-
Way before our time.
So let them tell us what it was.
Let them tell us
Let
what
us
it was.
tell them. They
They know.
think they know so much. Let them tell us.
Because she's the... Right.
Yeah, but why? Who started it? When?
Oh, who
A bunch of
started?
cranky old ladies. All right,
It
started
certainly
it.
wasn't the men.
All right.
They wanted the drink, and the girls and the old stuff. Oh, it had to be
Alcohol.
the women.
The whole group of ugly women. No alcohol would touch these lips. I was there slowly.
It was in the 80s.
No,
Nah.
ugly married women, because they knew their husbands would drink and go out with the...
Huh?
Yes, no. Hold
No,
it.
they
Stop.
started
It
it.
was just that, the Kennedys were also.
No, the Kennedys were involved in prohibition with
They were making lots of money.
That was
Yes.
the father?
the father.
Kennedys were the bootleggers.
Yes.
They were bootleggers?
Okay, so
Yeah.
prohibition started in the 1870s out in Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm glad it ended.
It ended in 1930. It officially started with the government in 1920. It was created not by the suffragettes, but I forgot the other name of the women, but they didn't like the husbands coming home drunk and beating up
That's
on
what I
them.
said.
They lost
The
all,
wives.
yes, they spent all the money.
It
I
was
don't have my phone.
short-lived.
No, and the women started at that point to have a voice in America. And it was
And
brought up to
now-
the government, and the government passed the bill.
And they haven't shut up since.
The voice that Prohibition started, I was going to say.
No.
It was the other women who said, we can make money on this.
Who's that? Who's that?
Us.
Who started it?
The
The
speakeasies,
women.
the women.
No,
They
the
made
speakeasy,
money.
hold it, stop. I'm going to straighten you out in history. The speakeasy started much later on after Prohibition started. And who started
This is a history lesson?
Yes.
But I don't care. I'm still saying the speakeasies, the women in there were the ones that
don't
made a
think
lot
so.
of money.
No, Barbara.
I don't know where you got
No,
that from.
Barbara.
Where'd you get that from?
Makes sense to me. What are they doing in there?
This is the years of the mafia, the mob, which started even before Prohibition.
Okay, wait a minute.
Real
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
So-
Why would they be in a speakeasy dressed like this?
They were
with the
whores.
That's my point.
That's why.
But that came later.
That town next to Asbury kept it till a few years ago.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
But that's how they made money.
No, that's still a dry town.
No, it's not.
Asbury?
Not Asbury, the other little town.
Oh, here
Ocean
comes
Grove.
No, it's
There's no you can bring it in, but there's no liquor stores in the town. No, they won't serve you. No. They might have a restaurant with a
Why can't I
BYOB,
remember the name
but
of the
there's no
women?
liquor stores in Ocean Grove.
But they made money.
Okay.
I
They
know.
did, the girls made money from prostitution.
That's right.
But
They didn't start the
they
speakeasy.
didn't
though.
start the speakeasies. They didn't start illegal liquor at that time. That was started really by the Jews. Arnold Rothstein started it. Arnold Rothstein taught, I won't give you a lesson.
Leave it to the Jews.
Now,
That's right.
Robin will not stop talking now because this is what she knows. And she'll
That's
give
us.
you a whole history
That's
lesson.
right, let her.
No, I have a company that services New York City.
You service New York?
I service New York City
Oh,
like
see, I
the
knew it.
girls, like
I
the girls.
know.
She services.
She was there.
I
And
was there.
she can service the entire city.
I have a company called New York City. I have a company called New York City Gangster and Mob
They
Tour.
didn't get it.
You're talking to me. So I know about the gangs. I know about the mobs. I know about all those places. The Italian mob came after the Jewish mobs. The Jewish mobs came after the Irish mobs. The Irish were the first. The Jews were the second. The Italians were the third.
And they had a woman on the side that they had. They
Yes.
had the wife and the woman on the side that they gave the beautiful apartments.
They
to.
were the Goombas.
Yes.
Goombas.
And they made
No, the
mucho
Goombas.
money. The Goumans. And they made mucho money.
Temperance, that's it.
Yeah.
The temperance movement.
Women's Christian
Yeah,
Temperance
yes, the
Union
temperance movement.
And Anti-Saloon League, which
Yes.
pushed Congress to pass the 18th Amendment in 1917.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Yay, Susan.
Yeah.
Miss
Very
Google,
good.
we have a new Googler.
Yeah, I would have done
Jean
that.
Marie,
But I would
she's
have
not
did that,
here.
but then that won't let
the
me.
truth is, if you go to New York and you go to Tompkins Square Park, you will see temperance fountains. They're beautiful cement.
Really? I didn't
yes.
know that.
And they have water fountains in there, and on the side it's written temperance
You can get
water.
past the people
Wow.
Yes. What?
laying- You get past the people laying there in time.
Yeah,
No,
well,
they don't lie there anymore. The police. No, no more. Not like that.
Okay, so let's see. Back in that. Oh, breaking news.
uh-oh.
Breaking
Again,
news.
already?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Donna.
Okay, you ready? Thanks, this is a big deal here, okay? Thanks to our handy dandy maintenance department, the garish neon sign at the 70 gate, which was stood broken, empty, and naked for quite a while, has been restored to its original eyesore status.
Yay!
Breaking news. Yay.
Hey, that's the breaking news here.
All right, now I just got one question. Donna, if we were lived back in that era,
Yeah?
who would you be? What would you be?
I'd
Mae
probably be
West.
some Irish whore, I don't know.
You were wonderful tonight. I'm always wonderful at night.
What about you,
I would be Mae West.
When I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, you mean like a celebrity thing?
Whatever
No,
you
just
wanna
who would you wanna be?
Yeah. A celebrity or whatever you want to be.
Come up to my, what did you say?
Come to my
Mae
house.
West?
Yeah, come up and see me sometime.
No, is that a gun in your pocket or you happy to see me?
Yeah, that was Mae West.
Yeah,
She was some.
she was something else, yeah.
What?
She was, yeah, great.
I'll take the gumad. I want the good place to live and the clothes. and
Mae
the
West
whatever.
had it.
She had all that,
She had all that until she was put in jail.
and she had lots of men.
What did they do for fun during Prohibition?
They went to the speakeasy and drank.
And had sex. What else was there? They drank, they smoked, they killed
You know what
each
was
other.
big? You know what the thing is though? They banned liquor, but yet there were opium houses.
Opium started in Chinatown.
Yes, there was. They would go down to Chinatown to the opium houses. So they weren't drinking, but they were.
If you watch the movie Once
Whacked
Upon
it.
a Time in
Yes,
America,
yes, yeah.
that
That
opens
was-
up in an opium den and closes in
Yeah,
an
and
opium
it was
den.
in
Good
1920.
movie.
It was right during this whole
That was
era.
an excellent movie.
That was a good movie.
But that was. I mean, they could go down to Chinatown. They'd just be there for days, just out of their minds. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
The big opium pipe.
And there was
And they still have them laid now.
Yeah, right.
and it was called
That was-
bootlegging.
No.
Yep.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because they hid their liquor inside their boots.
Boots. Oh, okay. Bootlegging.
You see,
okay.
I'm teaching you
How
stuff.
much
The leg.
liquor can you hold in a boot?
In a small
though?
little
Well,
thing.
yeah, a little flask slip down the
That
side of your boot,
boots?
on the
Yeah,
side of
and
your
cover
leg.
it with-
Oh, I thought you meant the people that were selling it.
Huh?
What?
It would be weird if it started in Kentucky.
Well, that's because they used to, they had moonshine and the
And they
husbands
still
would get
did
drunk. They didn't
moonshine.
want them to get
Yeah.
drunk.
They still did moonshine.
In
yeah.
Kansas,
Yeah.
it started.
Isn't that where the bourbon comes from, Kentucky?
Yeah,
Kentucky bourbon.
Kentucky.
Yeah, but that's not moonshine. all right?
No, but I'm saying it's still made with
Moonshine was
the
up,
bourbon.
you know, they were up in the mountains. They had built these big stills
That
and
stuff will
everything.
kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
That was like
gasoline.
that was.
Halo in South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah.
where the
I would tell you
Boot
something. My grandson's uncle makes moonshine. Oh, it's delicious. I want to tell you something. He makes it out of the different fruits: watermelon, peaches, whatever. All right. This stuff will knock you right on your
Not
ass.
the original
Oh my God!
water.
He
I
brought
know,
he
right?
brought a
It's like
watermelon
kerosene.
one.
In a bowl, and he said this will turn to alcohol.
No, he puts it in mason jars, all right? But he brought a bottle of watermelon one to a barbecue, and we all passed it around and tasted. I'm gonna tell you, 2 sips. That was it for me.
She's still working it off.
So now I have a question also. See, I keep having questions because I'm
He
not.
made it out of watermelon. He made it in all different fruits. He used apples, watermelon, anything that'll ferment. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like liquor with fruit in it. I just like my straight alcohol. But I got a question.
What?
Now, say back in the 20s and whatever, it was still prohibition.
Yeah, till
But-
32.
Till 32. Okay, so I'll go back to what I was telling them with my grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Now, he had him and my grandmother came over. He was 16, she was 14, from Italy. And they have their name at Ellis Island. But anyway, he started an
So does my
Italian-
grandfather.
Yeah, right? They're all over there. It's beautiful. And you know what? I always say I want to take the kids there. I want to go back. Never get back there. But anyway, he had an Italian deli. You were right? Oh. But at the end of the night, the police that got off would come over to see him. Now, of course, I was not born yet, but my mother, she told me all the stories because she was one of the oldest. And they would have to close down, make sure that
have
they
a
left the
speakeasy
door, and
down
they'd
here.
bring everybody in. They would move the big carpet from the floor in the deli, and it would open up the stairs, and everybody would go down there. They had gambling, they had the liquor, they had it all. And I was like, damn!
That's a speakeasy.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
yes.
so, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So this is how I should be. Okay.
What-
It's in my blood. There you go.
Downstairs, the whores upstairs.
Yeah.
And my
right,
poor
yeah.
grandma was on her 12th kid, so I
Oh,
mean,
see, she
you
was-
know, there you go.
See? Yeah. Oh, wow.
But it was interesting, you know, just to hear the stories that my mother would tell this, that, and the other, and I was like, damn. And then Carmen's got his old stories, but we're not going to go there, so.
Well, I mean, well, like the Kennedys, they were big, that's how they got started.
Well, it was Jack Kennedy. It was the
Yeah,
father.
He was a big
The
bootlegger.
father was
yeah.
a big bootlegger. FDR knew
Yep.
everything about it that was going on.
They were all in cahoots
They were
anyway,
all
yeah.
in cahoots together. And Kennedy was bringing it in from what
Oh, the
money?
money, yeah, sure.
Kennedy was bringing it in from Canada.
So talk about your mom.
Oh, here's a funny story. That's the mob thing. That's after Prohibition.
Yeah, well, that's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So after the mob took over New York and whatever, that was in 1930, by the way, when Luciano went to Chicago. You don't want me to lecture you. Anyway, you want me to lecture
Excuse me
you?
for 1 minute. No. I said to Mike that they should do a whole show on just Robin and go over the whole thing. I think it would be beautiful.
She came to a she
It
and
was
Carmen
fabulous.
came to a lecture of mine called From Mensch to Mobster. You know what Mensch is? A good Jew to mobster. I gave
was
it
excellent.
I gave it in the JCC in Staten Island. But here, if they want to do it in the Jewish American Club, they won't let it because they're afraid you all will get insulted.
And I don't see why
You know,
it
what
was
the hell's
so
to be insulted about,
interesting.
you know?
So I haven't given my lecture
But
about
I think it's something that should be done because I got to tell you, it was so interesting. I loved it.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can go back now. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
We're so insulting anyway, what difference
I
would
don't
it make?
know. Oh yeah, we are insulting anyway. Now what else
Got
is
me.
new?
Who
Anyway,
cares?
what was I talking about?
Your
The
mom.
mob.
My mother.
No, the mob.
The mob. So here's a story that
Oh,
happened
all
with
right,
it. Do you
go
all
ahead.
remember when you were young that things fell off the truck?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
So the mob had extra stuff and they had to sell the stuff. So they would go knocking on your door in certain neighborhoods. So I grew up in Brooklyn. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door and the guy looks at me, hey, your mother home? And I go, yes, hold on. And we had a railroad apartment. Do you know what railroad apartments
I
are?
like
You know,
the
from the
one
front to the
I
back.
read.
Yeah.
So
I
I ran from
grew
the
up in
front
one.
to the
Yeah.
back, and I said, Ma, there's someone here to see you. So she's coming to the front, and the guy goes, do you want some TVs? We have some TVs. They fell off the truck. And my mother looks at me, and I look at her, and she goes, yeah, we'll take
we'll
a TV.
take a couple, yeah.
And I go to her, Ma, the TVs fell off the truck. They're broken.
This, oh, no.
But you know what? That was the best time. I remember that all the time. People would come over. Oh, I got this. Nowadays, God forbid, people are like so paranoid. They can't do shit. It's
That's like
terrible.
Herbie.
we had a guy next door to us, and he would steal. He was a thief. All right, he would back a truck up at night and unload. And my mother, he was all stolen goods, and my mother was like this nervous Nelly. All right, she get away from the windows, get away from the windows. She didn't want us because she was afraid we'd be like witnesses to this crime. All right, and he'd shoot us or something. Get away from the
My mother
windows.
used to sell everything fell off the truck.
Yeah.
She would
It was fabulous. It was wonderful.
Wait, Jane was saying something about a guy, Herbie.
He used to come to the house, and
Yeah.
the whole family used him, and we would say, we need towels, and then next
Yeah,
week
yeah, yeah.
Herbie would.
Oh,
come
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
And
yes.
then you just paid him weekly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, you know, and anything you needed, he came the next week with it.
yeah. We had one too.
Herbie was famous.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
funny
think
because
everybody had somebody.
it's
yeah.
funny because a few years ago I was invited to Red Hook in Brooklyn, where some of the guys used to hang out, to a book signing. Somebody wrote a book. I don't remember even who it was, and it was like a bar. They were selling cigarettes without the labels on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, No, years ago, they used to do that. Remember, Carmen? Down in the Carolinas.
Yeah, but then
His mother.
they started,
Right?
people were going
We used to
down
go
there
down there all
buying
the time and get the cigarettes.
cases
But
of
this is
cigarettes.
only a few years
they had-
ago. They're still
Oh,
doing
okay.
it. This wasn't
yeah.
a long time ago. This was like
No,
6
there was
years
no
ago.
tax on the cigarettes down in the
yes.
south, so they'd go
Right.
down by carloads of them and bring
Yes,
them up here
yep.
and sell them on the street.
Yep,
yeah.
his mother used to order them, and they'd come in boxes of like, I don't know, let's say Pampers. I have no idea, but you would never know they were till you open them up. But funny story with Carmen. I'm sorry, Carmen. I got to tell this story.
You better get permission.
Yeah, he gave me permission. But anyway, his
Did
mother
you?
used to run numbers.
You gave her permission?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
The best houses in Brooklyn.
Right? I know. Italian neighborhood. Mother ran the numbers, right? Best thing in the world, right? So anyway, got the numbers, and Carmen had, what do you call it, little underwear on at the time, wasn't in diapers. And the police or the FBI.
You must have looked cute.
Who was it, the FBI or the police? FBI? FBI came. So his mother took all the little, whatever they call those things, the numbers, the dupes, and stuck them down his underwear. So anyway, the FBI comes in, and right away she's an Italian mother, and I'm sure she probably asked them if they wanted dinner or something, probably put the pasta on, the whole bit. But anyway, make a long story short, the one, Carmen was crying. You don't know who these people are, afraid, whatever, And they don't look like the people he knows that have the suits on and the paper under their arm. These are different people with suits on. So anyway, the one guy picked him up and put him on his knee and bouncing him on his knee. So now the mother is freaking out, thinking that these dupes are going to come right out of his underwear. Because he didn't have pants on, he just had little underwear. So this story
You must have
cracked
looked
me
so
up.
cute in your little undies.
I have a picture, I can bring it next time, of him in his little underwear. He was so cute.
The FBI probably left and said that boy was.
He was really,
He was really built.
that kid was stacked.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't think about that. That's
How
funny.
could you not have thought
I
about
didn't
that?
think about that. I'm thinking this little kid in the diapers, and the thing is.
Yeah, he became a-
Wow. No wonder why I had him on his knee.
Lasting impression.
All right, everybody got that visual?
Yeah.
Talk to me later. I'll let you know.
Anyway, that was prohibition.
Yes.
Okay.
Did we cover
Good
it all?
times, the good times.
Did we cover it all?
No, because you can't cover it all.
All right, but wait a minute, can I say one other thing? Because now you have Carmen's family, and they always, like I said, they had the stuff that fell off, this, that, and the other, although my mother and my father were totally different. My mother, the one day, she said, calls me over, my brother, and she said, Charlie, and I'm standing there, I was younger, and Mom says, go in the street, and you see that, what do you call that, wallet? Bring it to me. So my brother looks at it, he's little, runs out, now let me see, I had to be like 4, so he was like 8. Runs out, grabs the wallet, brings it in. My mother opens it up, takes the cash out, and then, calls up and says she found the wallet. But nothing was in it. That was my mother. My mother was a stitch. Now my father, I was with my father on this day, and we're driving to Jersey City and the railroad tracks. Go over the railroad tracks, and my father stops, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Goes out, there was a money bag on the railroad tracks, a brown money bag, so he picked it up. It
You
was
people are
locked.
awful lucky.
Yes, they were. My father picks it up, looks at it, and it says, what was the railroad called? The railroad, something railroad. It was their payroll.
Wow.
What was it?
Erie Lackawanna.
I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but it said the name of the, so anyway, he said, we gotta make a stop. He goes to the railroad, wherever they are, I don't even know, because I was little, drops it off. And they thanked him so much because they knew it was lost, and this was the payroll for the, the railroad, the whole bit. And I'm thinking, damn, that was a lot of money. But anyway, the guy did come to his house, the owner of the railroad, and thanked him and this, that, and the other.
Did he get a Fries?
No, he got a handshake and said, if you ever need a job, you have a job.
Wow. Yeah, I'll tell you
Like,
something.
damn, not even like I don't know, some money, something.
My daughter found a wallet out in the
But
street
that's my
one day,
father.
and it
That
had,
was my father.
I did too.
she come running in the house with. She was about 10 years old. She found this wallet in the street, right? Now my neighbor was a drunk, so I opened the wallet and it's his, and there's about $500 in it. All right. So I thought, no, I brought it up. I said to her, go knock on the door and bring him back his wallet. He literally he took his wallet and slammed the door in the kid's
But
face.
he's a drunk. What do you want?
I know, but I should have took his money.
That's it, 1X.
He was such an about it.
Yeah, that wasn't about alcohol.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move
He
on.
was just
Oh
a
my
nasty
God,
man.
so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news.
Am I
Oh, what
next?
do we got next?
Yeah, go ahead, you go.
As we wait for the results, the ladies of Chit Chat have taken a survey for who will win. Place your bets on the winner now. Speaking about the mob, place your bets. Everyone is asking the big question. Is the new board headed for an award-winning rom-com or a disaster movie sequel? Or a horror film that keeps us awake at night? Stay tuned for the longest cliffhanger in history.
Go, Jane.
Okay.
Go, Jane.
Go,
Go,
Jane.
Jane.
Go, Jane. Go, Jane. Okay, all righty. So we hit prohibition, the mob, but we could go on and on with this.
But we're not.
But we're not doing that.
I
all right?
like this.
So what's this one here? Robin traveling camera.
Oh, my camera
Oh,
travels.
there's
What is
always
that?
a story with Robin.
All right, so here's the story.
All right, people, I'm sorry, but I'm like really sorry.
Did anybody ever have, this is going to get personal,
Go ahead.
a colonoscopy and endoscopy
Yeah,
just
I
to
know.
check that everything's okay with you?
I have. Yes.
Same
Yeah.
time.
The same thing? Okay.
Wait, I got to tell you something. I went for an endoscopy, right? Because I was having a lot of like reflux. Okay. They put me on the purple pill, and I didn't want to take it. Blah blah blah. So I have this test, and I come out, and they says to me, "You have pancreatic cancer." No, I swear this is a true. Yeah, no, this is a true story.
From your throat.
Well, no, because they went all the way down. All right. So he says you need you have to go see an oncologist. So I call up. I went around for 2 weeks thinking I had pancreatic cancer. No, I swear to God, it's true.
That's scary.
And I went home, and my first thought was because my kids. I was just divorced, and my kids were like
Oh,
teenagers.
this is when you were young.
Yeah, yeah. So I went home and I started pulling all my papers out and putting everything in piles and order.
There wasn't Google back then.
Yeah. So no, I finally get the appointment with the oncologist, and I go there, and he says to me, "You don't have cancer." I was like, I wanted to punch this guy right in the face. All right. Yeah. Like, what the hell?
Anyway,
Sue the bastard?
No, I'm so happy I was gonna live.
With an endoscopy.
Huh? They were.
Told you that with an endoscopy.
Yes, it went all the way down. Yeah.
This isn't even there.
They
No,
went
it's not.
down there. I don't know. That's what he told me.
all right, so here's my story again. So my problem is I'm anemic for years, and nobody knows why. So my doctor told me, go have a colonoscopy, go have endoscopy, we'll see if something's bleeding inside. And there was nothing bleeding. So they go to me, this is what we're going to do now. We have a little capsule, a camera.
Yeah.
By the way, it was invented in Israel, if you wanted to know.
The camera was invented in Israel?
Yes, they invent a lot of stuff.
Jews in Israel invent a lot of things.
Very, very,
They're very ahead of everyone
yes, they
else.
Are. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No, they are.
So I go and I ask, she tells me it's the size of a capsule. Okay. And you got to swallow it. Now, all this prep for all these tests went on for almost 2 weeks. I go in there and I ask the girl, she was very sweet. I don't know how people are so nice and sweet. And I go in there early in the morning and she shows me this thing and I said, I'm not doing it. What happens if it doesn't come out? She goes, don't worry, it'll come out. It always comes out. There's only 1% of people that it doesn't come out from.
If you know Robin, you know what happened. Sorry, people, but I love popcorn.
How big was it?
So how it was the size of a capsule. So I look at it, and at one end it's clear, and you can see the electronic stuff, and then in the back it's white, and it's
Wow.
coated with something so that you can swallow it easily, because some people can't swallow pills at all. I say I'm not doing it. I really told her I'm not doing it, and I started to walk out.
Wait a minute, may I?
Yeah.
A week before, every day she would call me, I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm not going. I said, Robin, if you're not comfortable, don't go. Okay, I'm not going. Calls me back, I think I'm gonna go. Okay, next day, I'm not going. I said, okay, Robin, whatever you want. She went, here you go.
So she says, I can't take it out of the cover it's in to show you the real size of it, because then it's contaminated. I can't do it. It's
So
like
what does it dissolve? The capsule dissolves?
No, it's like a $15,000 unit or more. I can't open it
Wow.
up and ruin it. I said, okay. And I finally get enough oomph and courage to take this pill, and she puts it in my mouth, and she's holding an iPad that's connected to this capsule
well.
to watch it go down. And she goes to me, do you want to watch? I said, no. She says, but
Oh,
it's
I
interesting.
would. Would you want to see that? I
No,
would.
I
yeah.
said, absolutely not. I was petrified. So I swallowed this camera, and it went down, and it's supposed to come out.
But it didn't.
Just shut up. I'm waiting. Every day I go to the bathroom and they tell me you'll see it in there. So I keep looking at my shit in
We
the
had so
toilet.
much fun with this.
There's
Asking her
something
every
about
day.
They call me every day. Did it come out?
Did you find it?
Did it come out?
Did you find it, Robin?
And I'm going, no, it didn't come out.
Then it got to the point she would call us up. It didn't come out yet.
And every day they would make me drink this magnesium crap
Yeah.
to try and get it out.
What, 2 weeks?
Yeah, and then go for an x-ray to see if it's still in there. So I'm
Well,
drinking this at night, going for x-rays in the morning. Yeah,
was an
and it
ordeal,
was
really.
still in there. And I keep, and I call the doctor up and I go, what happens if it doesn't come out?
They gotta go.
They
get it.
gotta go all the way down, down,
Get it,
down
yeah.
into depths of my body.
Ruda.
And try and get it out. Finally, after 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks, it came out. But I didn't know it came out till I went for that x-ray
X-ray.
that day. And then I had to
And
call
you didn't retrieve their $15,000 camera?
No, and now I get a bill. So,
I would have tried to shove that out of the shit and given it back to them.
What?
I want a
They
refund.
find out what was wrong?
Yes,
yes,
did.
they did find out what was
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I have a bleeding polyp on my stomach.
Yeah.
I'm taking
That
her
must
on
have
the
been.
24th.
She's taking me for another endoscopy.
Oh, God.
All I've been doing for the past 2 months is endoscopies and colonoscopies. So he said he'll take out the polyp and he'll staple it together.
Oh my God, now what's gonna happen?
So hopefully my hemoglobin will go up. I won't be so tired, and I'll lead a normal life. As normal as can be. And that's the story of my capsule endoscopy. So if they ever tell you to do it, don't do it. If you're the one, seriously, if you look it up, how many people get stuck in it? It's 1 to 2%.
And you're it.
And I'm it. I'm it.
All right,
So,
and then we can do the,
what?
the ritual dance.
The ritual thing?
So we'll get in trouble again
What
because
ritual?
it's going to be all better. And we're going to do the
I don't know what she's talking about. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we went this way. They didn't sing it in the show, did they?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
They
yes.
did.
We went to see Hair this weekend
Oh my God.
at Algonquin. It was
It was good.
so freaking good.
I
Yes.
saw the original.
Me too, I saw it too.
I saw the
did.
original.
It was great.
We were too
Great.
young, Michael.
That was my first
couldn't see
introduction to Broadway. My father took me to see the show.
No, but we
It
were
was
only,
so
you're the same age as I am,
What?
right? We were 13.
They,
Not
let us
here,
in.
not in Algonquin.
Because they
no,
were
the
rude at
original
the
one,
end.
they
The
came out
original
naked,
one, they
yeah.
were,
They were
and I've
naked,
been
yeah.
to other productions of it, and they did get naked at the end of the
Yeah,
show.
but I knew they wouldn't. But it
Well,
was
in
very
Broadway,
good.
they got
But
naked.
it didn't matter, right?
No, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
There were also so many people in this
Yeah, but
cast.
you know, when it first came out, though, and they did that, they all came out naked.
It
like,
was
that
a
was like
whole
shocking.
big thing.
That was like, wow. Huh?
Even
Yeah.
men,
Huh?
even the men came out.
Yes,
Everybody was
full
naked.
nude.
Yeah, they
Full
come out
nude.
at the end of the play. They all come out naked.
And the last time I
yeah.
had seen it was at Adelphi University.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they all were naked.
Yeah, me too.
They were
Yeah.
all naked. I saw it on Broadway when I'm telling my father took me, and then I kept listening
The
to
Age
the
of
music.
Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius. That's all. Age of Aquarius.
We're a long way off from the
Aquarius.
20s, ladies. All right. We've traveled. We've traveled 50 years here. Okay.
It was very good,
And
though.
then-
But it's very, very
Emotional.
emotional and what did I call it? Powerful. It's very powerful, and it hits everybody. I said this is something that hits everybody differently.
I would
Because
Everybody.
the kids today don't know anything
No,
about
and
the
it's
Vietnam
terrible.
War, and they wouldn't even relate to the show.
No.
The dressing and the hair and the smoking and all that stuff. They wouldn't even relate to it. But us, who are familiar with it,
Yeah.
it was a real powerful show.
Now, I know we're getting off the subject
Yeah,
here,
but
I
so
think
what? We
it's
get
a
off the
good one.
subject.
Now, we went, and Robin was concerned about
I didn't go.
the cost of Carmen.
I didn't go.
Carmen's a Vietnam vet. And as you know, that was a really bad time for the Vietnam vets. If anybody
yeah.
was a Vietnam vet or whatever, and that was there. But he went to go see it, and he was a little reluctant. But if you look at the show, it encompasses
Everything.
the whole thing. It encompasses the people that were against the war, but for their own reasons. It wasn't necessarily Vietnam, the people that were in the service.
It was
just
it was an unnecessary war. Unnecessary.
Yes, and even you say that now. It was. It just they never got accomplished what they wanted.
War is always unnecessary.
Yeah.
This war-
Free
yes
get
and
along
no.
with each other
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, forget it. That ain't never going to happen.
Listen,
and
I'll
that's
tell
what
you
they showed in the
just
movie.
Back
in the
then,
show.
you know, they had the draft, and they
Yes.
pulled your number, okay,
Yes.
that you got called. And my brother's number was coming up, all right? And so he told my mother he wasn't going, he was going to shoot his foot off and go to Canada. I know he was dead serious. He was not going. No, we had lost already like 4 or 5 people in town.
Yes,
right, to the
I know,
war.
right?
And he told my mother, I'm not going. I'm telling you now, I'll shoot my foot. I'll go to Canada. I'll do whatever I got to do, but I'm not going. And just before he was drafted, the war ended. So he didn't
Things
leave.
don't go the way
But you know
want.
how many
But this is a good
deserters were in Canada? And what president was it?
I got it this-
No, they couldn't come back. They were war criminals. They
My
could,
husband- I can't with my-
Reserves and more.
I need help.
Huh?
Wig to the beat.
yeah, but no, these
Had a
guys.
short hair.
Right, but all these guys that ran away to Canada, they were deserters. Because they all right, and they couldn't come back. Yeah, right. They couldn't come back into the country. All right. And
When did they come back home?
Well,
and
one
what
of
was
the, no,
the
one of the
president?
Jimmy Carter.
was it Jimmy Carter let them come
Okay.
home? Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Yeah. But they were stuck in Canada for years.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? It's everybody's got their own. How would you say about it? And Carmen went in. My cousin went in. He was 17. My poor aunt had to sign him in because he wanted to go, and she did not. He did not come home, and that destroyed her because of it. So there's always something. And then it was the big drug era. That was another bad thing. So it had a lot of things that it affected people
Well,
different
you
ways.
got, the drugs came into play because when the guys came home from Vietnam, they had been using drugs over in Vietnam. Heroin was real big and everything. So
But it
when
started
they came,
before that.
No,
Do you want to go
but
into
they
the
came
20s and we
home.
can
They
do a
came
fashion
home. They
show?
were. Yeah, let's get off of this. This is
Let's
yeah.
go into
Breaking news! Breaking news! Okay, let's see. Breaking news, LBW. Here we go. Oh. The once majestic LVW walkway lights. Tall, proud,
They're
glowing.
not that tall, Barbara.
Shut up, Donna. Tall, proud, glowing. They thought they were. Even if you're a shrimp, you'd stand tall.
They were majestic.
That's right, because
right.
they had a meaning. Tall, proud, glowing, like they were auditioning for America's Got Lumens. Have now hit an all-time low. They're tarnished, broken, flickering, like they're trying Morse code. Help me, help me. And worst of all, everybody see this on Facebook? They are now being shit on.
Swear to God, I go outside.
Dog
Go outside yesterday, right?
Poor little lumen
I go
lights.
out there. First of all, I got 2 lights in front of my house that I put a work order in for last August. Okay, last August.
Listen to this, Jane.
Right? So I even
Poor
went so
little
far.
lights.
I even went so far as to put plastic bags over the lights, so that when they came during the day, they'd know exactly which lights
You
didn't work.
suffocated them.
No. So the bags finally, after a year, deteriorated and disintegrated. Okay. Then the lawnmower came by and hit them. So there's no lights out there. So I go out there yesterday morning, right? Because I'm watching this little doggy, Petey, and I take Petey out for a walk. There's a giant load on top. I don't know how it happened. It fascinates me that somebody or something got its rear end up on top of that light
I know.
and dropped that dump there. I mean, like,
It
how?
had to be a German Shepherd, maybe.
No,
Burstall, Burstall.
no, it's big.
No, it's a turtle.
It's big. It's
It was
big.
a
It's not
turtle.
little.
You should have brought it for show and tell.
I have a picture if you're
It was a
interested.
turtle. Oh, yeah.
Wait, but wait.
No, it's not bird.
But somebody said to
Sure
me,
wasn't a deer?
wait, listen,
No, they
No,
did little
they're
droplets, little pellets.
I took it down. I took the post down because a couple people, well, you know, you get these people. That is the God thing that's very offensive.
No, somebody should have picked it up.
Well,
I don't give a
whatever.
shit.
I'm not picking that up. It's on my link
Not
outside.
you, but the person had to be with the
No,
dog.
but wait, let me finish. There was one man on Facebook, and he did make sense. He's a nature guy. He said that fox do that.
Oh,
That they poop on objects to mark their territory.
Really?
Yeah. And I do have. Yeah, and,
We
well,
do have a fox.
I do have a fox.
yes,
I do
yes.
have a fox.
We
yeah.
do, yes.
He runs. I see him running. Well, I live right on the edge of the woods, so I get all the animals.
So she
come
goes
out.
into
Yeah.
the woods, we go into the woods. We go.
I saw one then sitting on my patio. He ran right down the street, like that. Yeah, right past my house. I got turkeys, fox, deer.
See, I love the
You
wild
have little
life.
fox collars?
I know.
Oh, let's not
Foxtail
go
for the
there.
bicycles.
Let's not go there.
Foxtails for the bicycle.
No, the fox collars. My mother had.
Oh, I
them.
had
Oh, I
it.
love them.
I had it. I had a fox
yeah.
coat.
Yeah.
Obsessions. We're going to move on to obsessions. Who here has an obsession?
Yeah,
I
Robin,
do.
you're
I
the
do.
obsession.
I do. Shoes. I love
Oh,
shoes.
me too. You don't have
I
as many as me.
love them. I love shoes. All right.
Coach bags.
No, I see. You must. I never got that. I never got it. All right. I like. Speaking of bags,
Isn't that beautiful?
this is an authentic.
It looks like a purse.
No, it's a real thing. It's an Art Deco handbag.
That's a
Yeah.
lucite. That's a lucite top.
This is a lucite Art Deco top on this. It's really from the 1920s. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Different.
Love it. I have a whole bag
a bed.
of bags. All right, made in France. Oh,
Yeah.
What am I going to do with them? My
I
kids.
have one home, Donna. Remember I told you? My mother's, that's all beaded.
No one
and I
uses
forgot
them
it.
anymore. All right, I have one that's beautiful, made in France. It's a clutch. It's absolutely gorgeous. But you know, my kids don't want that stuff.
They don't want
They
none
think
of
I'm
that.
nuts. All right.
What about the bags that are like $100,000?
Oh, forget it.
Okay, that's
Louis
Hermes.
Vuitton.
No,
Louis Vuitton.
doesn't. No, Louis Vuitton doesn't hit.
No, Hermes.
Hermes is
yeah.
the top of the
Of the line.
I don't
Do you
care.
know that
Louis
you have to-
Vuitton, I would not spend for that either. My daughter does.
You
To get
have-
a Hermes bag, you have to make an appointment
Hold
to go
on.
there.
There's a place in England, in London, that you don't have to make necessarily an appointment for. You'll email her and she'll take you in. Bags over there aren't that bad when you start with them. They're like $25,000.
Don't tell my daughter, she'll be over there.
Hermes bags is like wearing a diamond bracelet on your hand. They won't let you into the store unless you are special. This is a different store, the one in London. The real Hermes bags, let's say near Wall Street, won't let you in unless you have an appointment and they know who you are.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, it's true. They won't let you in. They run up to $500,000 and up sometimes.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, that is not our obsessions. We can't afford them.
My
None of us.
obsessions are
Coats.
Coach, Kate Spade, Prada. I don't like Louis Vuitton. Gucci. Louis Vuitton is not my style. What'd you
I
just
have
do?
Louis home.
Did you do this?
I was rubbing my nose.
Oh,
No,
it came in
no.
very appropriately.
No, it wasn't nothing to do with you. I had an itch.
I have a Louis Vuitton home that I will not use. Carmen bought it for me.
So what good is it if you're not going to use it?
Well, I'll tell you why. Let me finish. Carmen bought
No,
it.
that's not
Hermes.
the Hermes is-
Birkin is a style of Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes is
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
that's- yeah.
Anyway, Carmen bought this for me about
27,000.
40 years ago.
Yes,
I
for
guess.
regular size
She got
ones.
it for me.
40 to be.
I find that ridiculous. I don't care how much
That's
money
a
you have,
25.
all right?
A Birkin
I just think it's
that's
stupid.
25,000 is a 25 inch.
100,000.
They go up,
but you
Susan. You
know
don't
what?
believe
But who
me?
cares? We can't afford them.
You have to get on the list to get into the
Who
store.
cares? I would never anyway.
I would, even if I had the money,
I
I
would
wouldn't buy
never.
it.
I am dying for a Birkin. Walmart had a very good copy.
It ain't happening, but I got my Louis Vuitton home that Carmen bought me.
I don't like
and
it.
I absolutely
I don't
love
like
it.
I don't like anything
But-
that has somebody's name on it. I don't
But
like it.
anyway, I don't use it, and the reason is it's clear. It's totally clear, and it's got the LV.
I've never heard of
all-
that.
Yes, I have it home, and
know
it's
what
got
bag you're
the
talking
yes,
about,
it's got the leather
It's
strap.
clear and it just says LV. The,
Yes,
the
but it's
letters
it's
all
like a
over.
plastic. It's clear.
You've never seen a clear
But
bag?
that's my whole point. You're spending.
But wait a minute,
Wait,
Donna,
now
I
you're
did
spending
use it.
all
No,
this-
no, no.
Guys.
No, I did use it. When he first got it, I used it all. And what it does inside, it's attached. And it's got a, like a zipper, say a cosmetic bag. That, you know, but
And you
it's
can put
all
that
leather.
inside.
Yes, and you put it inside. You put your all stuff in there. I used it for how long, Carmen? Nowadays, I'm afraid to use it.
Yes.
It's open. You can't close this
It's not
thing.
just that. What?
So I
You're
keep it.
spending a couple $1,000s on a bag that's plastic. Okay, it's plastic.
Yeah, but it's Louis Vuitton.
I don't
Louis
give a
Vuitton.
shit. It's still
I don't care.
plastic.
I love it.
Like my
Love it.
granddaughter says to me one year, she wants this bag. I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" She says, "I'd like a bag because she's a vegetarian. That is vegan leather." I said, "Let me tell you something, sweetie. There's no such thing as
leather.
vegan
Yes,
leather."
there is.
No, it's plastic.
plastic,
It's
yes,
plastic.
yes.
Why don't you eat my popcorn?
All right.
It's gotta be synthetic.
And I told her I'm not buying a plastic bag that's labeled vegan leather and costs 10 times as much because it says vegan leather. It's still a
It
plastic.
can't be vegan leather because it's...
Violence they killed.
It's
Yeah.
still a plastic bag. All right. Yeah.
You know what, though? Everybody has an obsession.
I have
And
obsessions
whatever
with shoes.
your obsession is, I go for it. Enjoy it. Life's too short. Do whatever you want. People.
Wait, Robin always says to me, "Where did you get that?" I said, "I got stuff. I got stuff. I got lots of stuff."
And what about your pins?
I have lots of pins.
Lots of
I
pins.
have a whole bunch of pins. I have purses. I have shoes.
I have a lot of stuff.
I know. I guess who?
I'll never get to wear it all.
I don't wear it.
No.
Listen,
I
don't
have
wear it.
shoes.
I don't wear
Stuff-
it.
you're right.
I have so many
Yeah.
shoes
Yeah.
that it looks like a shoe store because they're still all
do
in their
too.
boxes
Yeah, me
because,
too.
because I buy designer shoes. I'm sorry, folks.
Listen, when Kate Spade died, I went out and I bought 4 pairs of Kate Spade shoes and 2 bags, all right? They're still sitting in my closet. Like, why?
That's been a while since she's
I
died.
know, but why did you do that, Donna? All right, you're never going to use
Because you
it.
love Kate Spade
I
stuff.
did. I did.
Carmen, who was the
Drag it out.
clothing line I used to love all the time. And I can't think of who it is now.
Designer?
And yeah, but she went out. And I can't find them anymore.
Ellen Tracy?
I can't think of it. Carmen used to buy them for me all the time.
Why, what were they?
So jeans.
Oh,
jeans.
Gloria Vanderbilt.
Miss Vanderbilt, you're a terrific designer. We love your blouses. But why are you doing jeans now?
I wanted to make classic jeans that really fit the American woman. Look, Paula, I use the best 14.5-ounce denim. And look, we go in at the waist, around the hips, no gap in the back. Classic jeans that fit.
Classic Vanderbilt. For you from Merjani.
Available at D.H. Homes.
No, Gloria
She's
Vanderbilt.
still around. She's still
You
around.
can still find
Began
Gloria.
with an L. Began with an L.
Lulu?
Oh,
No, the
damn.
older. She's saying
Years
older.
ago, but I
You
used.
had to put the fork in to close it. What was it then?
Oh my God! But you can't get them, and I loved her jeans.
Sergio?
No, they're still around. They're still around. It was. I'll think of
Lucky?
it. No, I'll think of it. And the next one I will tell everybody. Oh, I'll put it on our chit chat. I can't think of it, but
Okay.
I love her
I had
jeans.
so many pairs of high
Huh?
heels.
It's a woman's name?
What? Lauren? Oh.
Gloria Vanderbilt?
Ralph Lauren.
No, Gloria I still get. Gloria you could still get.
Ralph Lauren.
And she did sell pocketbooks too, but I loved her stuff. Her jeans were the best.
That I
jeans.
don't know.
Was she an actress?
No, she said it with an L.
No, she was not an actress.
I don't know who it
She
was.
used to sell them in the stores. Now you
A
can
V or an L?
only
She
get
said an
them.
L.
She used to sell them a lot in the outlets in her store. And then her stores went out.
Betsy Johnson? No, Betsy
Oh, I
Johnson.
love
she's
Betsy
new, Betsy
Johnson.
Johnson's
But no,
new,
I
yeah.
like her pocketbooks and stuff.
I love her clothes.
So do I. I love
Betsy,
Betsy
they're
Johnson.
so
I have her
funky.
pocketbooks. I have
Betsy
her wallet.
Johnson is very loud. She's very
Yes,
loud.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Kind of like bold colors. You know. Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
her.
I'll
love
think
her
about
stuff.
it.
But I would say when I was working, I wore heels, high heels to work every day, and I had a whole closet full of heels. I mean, spiked heels. All right. I have to wear flats now. I can't. I took them all to the thrift store. I opened the closet one day and I said to myself, why am I saving these shoes? I'll never get. And they were beautiful, expensive shoes too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I can't wear
They
them
were Jimmy
anymore.
Choo.
No, they weren't
Oh,
Jimmy Choo.
Forget it.
Yeah.
With the red bottom?
No, that's yeah.
With the red bottom?
Kathy Van Zealand?
No, that's not Jimmy Choo with the red bottom.
Who's the one with
That's
the red
someone else
bottom?
with the red bottom. Who is it? I forgot his name.
I know Eva's got a lot of Jimmy Choo, and the red
Yeah, but
bottom.
The red bottom is someone else.
That's someone else.
Google red bottom shoes.
It's,
Yeah,
I
red
know-
bottom shoes is someone else, not
Yeah, it
Jimmy
is.
Choo.
It's not
All right.
Jimmy Choo.
Eva's got a lot of
I
But
Jimmy
forgot
Jimmy
who it
Choo
was.
has some
afford this
very,
stuff. I
very.
can't.
Because she doesn't have kids.
He has really exquisite shoes, Jimmy Choo. I can't
What?
Google because I got gloves on and I can't.
Somebody
can't,
Google
Jane,
shoes.
I can't.
Oh, Louis Vuitton. You're up. Why?
I
I
can't
should have
press
known
the
that. That's
button.
my
I
daughter.
can't
She
press.
loves Louis.
Yeah.
Loves Louis.
My
Yes,
daughter,
I don't know what's there
my
to like
daughter's
about
boyfriend
Louis.
bought her a Louis Vuitton bag one year for Christmas, and he spent about $2,000.
That's
on
not
it.
a lot for a Louis Vuitton bag.
Whatever. Okay. All right.
That's a lot of
She
money.
doesn't
for
like
us.
when I say these things.
It's still a lot
Spent
of
$2,000.
money.
My granddaughter spent
Donna, it might have been this big, but it's a lot
No,
of
it
money.
wasn't. But my point is, she never used that bag.
It's Robin's birthday.
Oh my God!
Really? Birthday.
Oh wow.
I went out and it blew out all the candles.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, Robin. Here you
Oh,
go.
thank you so much. Something I really wasn't expecting.
Yeah, come on. Blow out the
Because
candles.
I don't blow. I have to do
All right.
All right.
Oh, just blow
My
the goddamn
germs will
thing.
be on
Who gets the shit?
Oh my God, is she close?
Huh?
But we didn't sing happy
No, I'm good.
birthday.
I'm good.
Blow the goddamn.
I didn't spit.
We didn't sing happy birthday. That wasn't me. That was Mike.
Oh, Mike, thank you. That
And
was
Mike-
Bill. Oh,
Bill and
thank you,
Mike.
guys. Thank you.
You
Thank
didn't
you
buy
so
me.
much.
You didn't buy me a
Yes.
cake.
Who?
You didn't buy me a cake for my birthday.
No, we're in
You
March.
had a big party.
We're in March. We never get
We're a week
thing.
apart, me and Barbara.
Yeah, I'm the first and
What's yours? I'm the 7th. What are you, Sue?
15.
Oh, all right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Everybody will enjoy cake afterwards.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, thank you.
So,
Thank you, Susan.
so tell them how many coats you have in your obsession.
Oh my
Oh, my
obsession.
God.
That's part of my, I'm old and I don't care, but that's so what. So I have a shoe fetish, handbook fetish, ask Benny, and a coat fetish.
I think
Yeah,
most,
I think a lot of
most women
people
do
do.
that.
Do
right?
you all have the same fetishes?
No, I'll tell you what fetish you
You don't have a coat? You don't
No, I
have,
have a coat, but I'm not.
Wait, you know what
Oh, I
fetishes
love, I
they
have so
have?
many coats.
They have a wig fetish, the two of them.
a what?
Wig fetishes.
Oh my God.
Oh, we should do that every,
They-
from now on, starting January.
We'll wear a different wig
We're
at
gonna
every
wear
show.
a different wig every
Yes.
show. I
They have
have
so many
I got a
wigs.
little red one, purple.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
The two of them,
yes.
they're wig
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
They're wig happy.
We find something we
Wait,
like.
they buy me wigs. I put them up in the closet. Yeah.
Oh, but you like the hat we bought you.
I
the
like
two
that.
hats.
Yeah. I like hats. I love hats. Yeah, hats I like. Yeah.
But I have coats. If I see a coat in a store that I like, I don't care how much it is. I'm buying it.
She had
Yeah,
to build
I know. It's
she
all
had,
I
I
had to-
just bought.
What
she
did-
had to
oh,
build a closet in her garage for her coats.
I did. I did.
That's how
I
bad
said
she
to Betty when we were buying the house, I said, where am I putting my coats?
And wait, coach. Wait, wait, listen.
No, build one in your garage.
I
She
know.
she has so many coats in the garage that wait, it collapsed.
No, oh,
It
there goes my
collapsed,
thing.
all
You
right?
just told it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just told my, I don't care.
okay. That's all right.
That's okay.
All right.
I'll go through it
Mom and I
later.
need a coat closet in the garage.
Build a closet in your garage on the wall when you, I don't know what kind of house you have.
I got
When
the
you-
stair.
When you first
Mommy's
walk
giving me
in,
the stair.
My
you,
God.
I built a closet. It's perfect for boots. Oh, you should see how many boots I have.
Huh?
Okay, we're ending it up. Okay, it's in my bed.
Can't get it out.
Oh, that's a personal problem.
That was
Wait a
my,
minute. Isn't that the dogs? They can't get it out. You got to get the hose.
Oh
that was
wow.
my capsule that I couldn't get
Oh,
out.
that too.
You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da!
Wait a minute.
I have one
Okay,
of those
hang
too.
on.
I don't wear it though.
She doesn't
All right,
like it.
hang
No, it's not. I
on.
forget to bring it.
Oh,
that's why.
bite me.
I forget to bring it.
Here.
What is
All
that?
right. Who's going first?
What are you
You
doing?
can go.
Who's going first? You want to go first?
Go.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate this.
I'm going first. Oh,
We're
bite
not
me.
talking.
This is our old and cranky, number 21. Number 1. This is for all those hating people. I sincerely apologize to everyone who doesn't enjoy our old and cranky segment. After a thorough investigation.
Two hands.
She's terrible.
Conducted
Ignore
by
her.
me,
I hate
myself,
it.
and
Shush, I don't care.
I have determined that I still do not give a damn. Your feedback, though, has been greatly appreciated, and I really don't give a.
Wow. You know, she told me on the way over here.
I told her, and she
Wait,
said that's
wait.
okay.
She didn't say she was going to be that aggressive about it, though.
First Amendment.
She said to me, I was going to do something about people who don't like old and cranky. And Carmen said, don't do that because Donna's going to get upset. And I said, no, that's okay. Go ahead. I can take it. But I don't think I like that.
Oh, you love me, Donna.
What color is your hat?
Huh?
What color is yours?
I think it's
She
white.
doesn't have it because she
I
doesn't
bought her one.
participate in
I
it.
have one. I have one.
What color is it?
White.
It's
Yeah.
white like
Yeah.
mine.
Hers?
Yeah.
She's not allowed to participate in this.
For those who don't deserve the very best. Okay, number 2.
Wasn't it pretty?
Okay, go.
Number 2.
No, she's talking.
Oh.
When my eyes pop open in the morning, I just lie there like a household plant. that gave up on photosynthesis. Because I know the second my feet and touch the floor, the universe expects me to function. And honestly, I'm not emotionally prepared that kind of commitment. So, guess what? I'm old and cranky, and I just don't give a damn.
Now you know why I don't like this.
Hey.
No, we don't know.
I don't
We still don't know.
When I look at that clock and it says 8 o'clock, I'm like, oh no, I can't make the day go on. I'll turn over. I'll look at to 9 o'clock. I'm like, no, once I get up, I gotta start cleaning. I gotta do something. I
No,
gotta
you
make
don't.
sure
You
I'm
get
doing
up, you have a cup of
Ain't
coffee,
happening.
you sit around the
All right,
house.
number 3. My husband also, let me just tell you now, my husband gave me permission to do this. Every day my husband gives me a
I don't know.
full
Looks at his
chore
face, I don't
report.
know about that.
Like he's the CEO of the household operations. Announcing quarterly profits. I need and smile, but honestly, I'm thinking I should make a chart maybe, slap a gold star on it, hang it on the refrigerator like I did with the kids. Meanwhile, my inner monologue is saying, I really do appreciate you truly. But if you keep reporting every single chore, I'm going to have to start a chart of my own. And frankly, I just don't give a damn. That's my end of the old and cranky.
I'm not clapping for that.
Oh, bite me.
Oh, she's so nasty. Isn't she nasty? I told her she keeps going on with this. She can't come to Chit-Chat anymore.
Oh,
Oh, no.
that would be the... Yeah.
Of course.
They have
We'll
no
just
sense
keep
of humor.
drinking.
They have no
You
sense
don't
of
have the sense of humor.
They have no sense of humor.
But she's actually playing old and cranky. She's doing it.
You're right.
See?
You're right. There you go.
Jane, I'm the real deal.
Perfect.
All right?
Perfect, Jane.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah.
Jane, they're two fakes. They're two fakes. I'm the real deal.
All right.
You live it.
Okay. So, if I know I'm going on a bus trip and it's going to take 2.5 hours to get there and 2.5 hours to get back, I'm going to take my snacks with me. Includes pretzels, chips, fruit, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And I don't give a damn.
Yay.
I'm old and cranky. Thank you, Mary Lighthype.
Candies.
And those little candies that she fell in love with.
Yes.
Thank you to Mary. There was a big boom in my house. What happens? This is true. The coat closet rack crashed.
I gave it away before. I didn't
That's
know that.
okay.
That's all right.
But I didn't know
That's
she
okay.
wrote that.
I have so many coats that
big.
it just collapsed. My husband comes in screaming at me. He's always yelling at me about my coats. Get rid of those coats. No, I yelled back. I'm old and cranky and I don't give a damn.
Yep.
Okay. I went to the supermarket and took all my spare change from the house. I had a lot of pennies and dimes, and when I got to the register, I had to count it out. Everyone behind me was getting upset. I'm old and cranky,
I would
and I don't give
absolutely
a damn.
hate you.
That's the end of the old and cranky and the end of Chit Chat.
Thank you
For
all
now.
for coming. We
Yes.
hope you enjoyed it.
Oh my God, and thank you to Mike and Bill.
Yes.
And I can't see it. Wait. Now, I know a lot of you people go on YouTube or whatever to watch it. Bill is the best. I love to see what he does with them after.
He puts stuff like photos and stuff. He just.
Oh my God, it's
fantastic.
awesome.
He makes the whole show. He really does.
I know.
And so does Mike. Thank you both.
Yes, we are a group. We are Chit Chat, and we love it, and we're here to stay, and nobody is getting rid of us.
But
Yay.
we have to let you know, next month, September, due to vacations and Jewish holidays, we will not be having a Chit Chat in September. We will be back in October.
Although
What?
there may be some other reasons why we're not going to
You having a baby?
No.
What?
We don't know. But after this show, you never know what's going to happen. So look on Chit Chat Facebook page.
What is she talking
What,
about? The
really?
BOT?
Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
What are you
but
talking about? The BOT?
You never know what's going to happen. So everybody make sure you
Well, you know
watch
they
the
wanted to
Facebook
shut
page.
us down once,
So-
right?
They did. They tried.
They
to shut
tried
us
to
down.
shut
We're
us
still
down, but
trying.
thanks to Mike and to Bill, we're still here.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
we were-
after this,
They
we
didn't
go
like
mission
our
on-
language.
We said bad words they didn't like.
Like
No. We said Hare Krishna.
like shit.
no.
Party.
We said Hare Krishna. They didn't like it. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for coming.
Love you guys.
Thank you for the birthday. Please stay around and have some cake.
Cheers to everybody. We love you guys, and Jane, wish you the best of luck.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.